Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Well, it's winter time.
It is that.
And it's going to be more like winter time the rest of this week. Next couple of days might be a little brutal. Temperature-wise, anyway. Some more snow on the way. A couple inches of new snow on the ground this morning. So, yes, winter is definitely doing its thing.
It is.
We were so silly.
We were spoiled.
We thought, everybody else is getting winter weather. We're like in a late spring mode here for a while, early spring mode when we were running 40, 50, 60 degrees and no moisture at all. And here we are with good old-fashioned February.
Yeah, I knew it was coming because we had sub-district basketball and wrestling coming up in the month of February. So I knew that if it was going to hit, it might be this week. And it is.
It's just like track.
Kinda, yeah.
Know, track is the same way. Track season comes along and you get snow mixed with rain and cold temperatures and kids trying to run around the track and freezing. It's just, I guess sports knows the weather better than we do. But we do have some changes due to the weather, and we just had those over KBBN for you. But let's run through those again as we have KCNI listeners, of course, with us now. So what's the story, Brent?
All right. I've always learned to hit the refresh button right before I read these, so here's what's showing at this moment. And some Myrna Public Schools are showing a 10 o'clock start right now. Buses will run accordingly, no morning preschool or breakfast. Ansley schools are showing a 10 o'clock start, buses run accordingly. Arcadia, 10 o'clock start, buses run accordingly. Arnold Public Schools are closed today. Also, Callaway Public Schools are closed today. Now, Arcadia Loop City and South Loop are actually scheduled to play basketball tonight, and it says in the notes, girls basketball to be determined. So we'll kind of see how things play out there. Broken Bow High School is showing a 10 o'clock start today. Broken Bow Livestock, their sale on Thursday, I believe this is, their special calf and feeder auction rescheduled to February 27th due to forecasted extreme temperatures. So take note of that. Other school information that we have for you, Litchfield Public Schools are showing a 10 o'clock start this morning. Loop City Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Loop County Schools in Taylor, 10 o'clock start. No preschool or breakfast. Buses run accordingly. Sandhill School in Dunning is closed today. Sargent School showing a 10 o'clock start. No breakfast, no morning preschool. Buses run accordingly. SEM, Sumner Eddyville Miller Schools showing 10 o'clock start. And Thetford Public Schools are closed today.
All right, and our announcements again today are brought to you by Edward Jones here in Broken Bow, Custer County Exteriors, Fixed Right Auto Body, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Hunter's Towing, Ansley Lumber and Supply, and Custer Public Power District. We'll hear from some of those great businesses, and we will be right back. Stay tuned.
When our cars and trucks hit that nasty patch of ice in the winter, there's not much we can do. You can control what you do with that damage, though. If it's a smash, crash, smack, ding, dent, scratch, or a tap, Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow can help. We're winter weather's #1 enemy. Just call Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow for a free estimate today. 872-6860. That's Fixed Right Auto Body at 872-6860.
When storms bear down on your beautiful home and leave behind damage, you want it looking gorgeous again in no time at all. Custer County Exteriors is proud to serve Central Nebraska with their dedication and experience. They are local Central Nebraskans serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Their goal is for your chin to be down as little time as possible because of that storm damage. Call Nate with Custer County Exteriors, 402-641-3246. That's Custer County Exteriors at 402-641-3246.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is 7:36. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on this Monday. We appreciate that very much. Hope you had a good weekend. It might have been one of those weekends where hopefully you folks who needed to do things outside were able to get out and get that done and get a little living room time. That may adjust some schedules. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Time will tell on that. I'm sure they'll kind of continue to see how things play out during the course of the day. And, of course, the other thing that makes this scheduling situation difficult is you look at the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday, and there's still snow in it. So I don't envy those people who have to make those decisions, but I know that those decisions are always made with the safety of individuals in mind first and foremost. So we'll just kind of see how things play out.
All right. Now, if you're stressing, you need to get to the bank today and the weather's going to change, we do want you to know that you can't get into the bank today. This is President's Day, and it all began with George Washington's birthday. And so all your federal buildings are closed today, and many of your governmental places are closed today. So there'll be some places that are not open today, but they'll open back up tomorrow. So keep that in mind. We're not going to read the school lunch menus this morning, but I will pass along the I wanted to get the, there it is, Prairie Pioneer Center menu. We'll just take care of that one because there's varied schedules with the schools today as far as some of them having class, some of them not. A lot of 10 o'clock starts, as you just heard. So today is the 17th, President's Day. Today they're having chicken dressing casserole, mixed veggies, and fruit at the Prairie Pioneer Center today. Call them at 872-6121 and let them know you're coming. You can also call that number for home delivery, setting up home delivery, and be listening because they may change their schedule this week, the next couple of days as well, due to the extreme cold weather. But again, that will be announced when they make those decisions and when the time is right. It is President's Day, and I guess this is one that I guess it's important to remember President's Day, George Washington's birthday, when we celebrate the birthdays of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, as well as rock bottom mattress prices.
Oh, yeah, they always do seem to have mattress sales on President's Day, don't they?
Yeah, in honor of Abe and George. They have a discount on mattresses, so keep that in mind. The second and third U.S. presidents, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, died within hours of each other on July 4th, 1826. James Madison, the fourth president, was the shortest president at just 5'4". Lincoln was the tallest at 6'4". William McKinley was on the $500 bill. And a lot of us don't know that or didn't know that because a lot of us don't have $500 bills.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've ever had a $500 bill in my hands.
Martin Van Buren, the eighth president, was the first to be born in the United States. The previous 7 were all born as British subjects.
Rarely have I had 5 $100 bills in my hand at the same time either.
And you don't know your presidents on the bills very well, didn't it?
No.
I don't either. This is also a very important day, Random Act of Kindness Day. Do or say something nice for absolutely no reason. It's a Random Kindness Day, and we can still use a little kindness right about now. So that's a good holiday. Also, the pancake and sausage and eggs will be served in a very kind way today. This annual event to raise money for the VFW scholarship program is being held today, and I'm going to run down to the municipal building in the 9 o'clock hour this morning and visit with the folks as they prepare for you to stop in and have pancakes and scrambled eggs and sausage and all sorts of good things. And you can buy your tickets at the door today. I believe they serve from 11 until 1 today and then 4 until 7. So 2 different sessions where you can drop by and have breakfast for lunch or breakfast for supper tonight and raise some money for the scholarship program. And, the weather holds out okay. They should have a good turnout because that sounds pretty darn good.
It does. Sounds very good today.
All right, let's play the game.
All right, new batch of questions here for you this week as we are going to be celebrating National Wedding Month. Is February, apparently. Time to celebrate the joy of marriage and weddings and the beauty of love. So here's your question for today. An American bride often wears a veil over her face. What was the traditional reason for the veil? A, the veil supposedly made the bride look prettier. B, the veil protected her from evil eyes. C, it was so no man could see her before the groom does. Or D, so the groom wouldn't see the bride before the wedding. An American bride often wears a veil over her face. What was the traditional reason for the veil? The veil supposedly made the bride look prettier. The veil protected her from evil eyes, so no man could see her before the groom does. Or it's so the groom wouldn't see the bride before the wedding. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn-dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason with Pearson Physical Therapy, where we believe you should always receive the personalized attention you deserve. We use a collaborative approach to work together so we can help you achieve your goals. From post-surgical rehab and sprains and strains to back pain, arthritis, sports injuries, and everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
And the phone is ringing just now, so we're going to pick it up and see who we have on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Nancy.
Nancy, thanks for calling. I have another option there for the reason that a bride would wear a veil. And let me know, Nancy, what you think of this. I believe they wear a veil because they don't want to see what they're getting into.
I doubt that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, Nancy, since we've eliminated that as one of the choices, here's some other choices for you if you need them. An American bride often wears a veil over her face. What was the traditional reason for the veil? Was it supposedly because it made the bride look prettier? The veil protected her from evil eyes, so no man could see her before the groom does, or so the groom wouldn't see the bride before the wedding?
Well, I think it's so they keep her away from evil spirits.
Really?
No. It's actually the answer here in front of us. It's so the groom wouldn't see the bride before the wedding, is what it says.
Well, he can see her.
Well, you can kind of see through the veil usually. Yes, I would agree with that.
Nancy.
Yeah, that's why I chose the evil spirit.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make you a winner anyway, Nancy, because you were so wonderful to call in on this cold, frigid morning, and because it's cold, because there's snow, we're going to give you a free blizzard at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow.
Wonderful.
So you just come on out and see us when you can. All right.
Okie dokie.
Thanks,
My
Nancy.
grandkids will enjoy that.
Hey, that's great.
Good. Well, have a great day.
You too.
Well, I don't think Nancy liked my thoughts, but I would just think that it would blur the bride's vision so she wouldn't see, why am I doing this?
Yeah. Or maybe it's so the groom can't see the fear in her eyes.
That's probably it.
Like, oh no, do I want to do this?
What am I doing? It all works out for the most part. Birthdays today. Bonnie Wright is 34. She's most famously known for playing Ginny Weasley in the Harry Potter films. And Larry the Cable Guy is 62 today.
Hey, that's great.
Right here in Nebraska. And let's see, another one I thought you might be interested in, Brent. Michael Jordan. I'd like to have you take a guess.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yes? How old do you think he is?
Oh, man. What a great question. I think he's around my age. I'm going to say 52.
Add 10.
62?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm thinking, man, why in the world was I thinking Michael Jordan and I grew up together? We did kind of, but yeah, he's a bit older. 62, really?
Yes.
Wow.
62 today. Last night, some of you may have watched the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special that brought laughs and tears. I did watch some of it. I really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun, especially some of the characters that were in the early years when we remember when it first came on the air, and you're scratching your head because it was something completely different as far as an entertainment comedy TV show. But they had a gigantic amount of different people there because there's been so many hosts over the years that have hosted it. So a lot of those people were invited, and there were people outside of the building because it's not that big of a building. And I thought some of the skits were pretty good. I didn't watch the whole thing. Hopefully maybe I can go back and watch the rest of it, or my wife will give me a overview because I'm sure she stayed up and watched it. But if you watched that, I hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Some pretty funny characters that came out of that a lot of us remember. So that was quite a good show. They did have a red carpet show ahead of the actual show that started at 7, where they come in and take their pictures, and they stand on the red carpet and
kind of like the Academy Awards.
Yeah. And then they had an interviewer who was also a former Saturday Night Live actress, comedian, doing some interviews with some of the people, and that was a little too much Hollywood there. It was a little too sugary, but the show itself I thought was pretty funny. I hope you folks enjoyed it if you did catch it. And they've been playing a lot of the old shows previous to this on Peacock, I think. Mm-hmm. So pretty good. Now, on a sad note, we lost a Nebraska staple in announcing Husker games, and I know that's close to your heart.
I'm sure many, if not all of you know by now, Greg Sharp, who served as the voice of Nebraska football for several years and also the voice of Nebraska baseball primarily, and was the host in the last several years for the Sports Nightly talk show program through the Huskers radio network. Greg unfortunately lost his battle to cancer over the weekend. He will be tremendously missed. I think we had the opportunity to meet Greg on a couple of different occasions when he came out to Broken Bow to do the Sports Nightly program, or at least assist with it, on 2 separate occasions, and got to play golf with Greg one time, and Greg was also very generous with his time toward us in the fact that there were a few years where I would call Greg up before the start of the Husker football season and visit with him and get his take on the outlook for the Big Red, and he was always so kind and generous with his time to do that for us. I don't know if I've read one negative thing about Greg, to be honest with you. He was a genuine, loving person who loved people and certainly loved Nebraska and loved Nebraska sports, certainly Nebraska football and Nebraska baseball. So it's kind of a sad day. But he, I think, inspired all of us with his fight that he put forth against cancer. Unfortunately, lost that fight a couple of days ago, and our prayers and thoughts are with his family and with everyone who was close to Greg, and he will certainly be missed.
He will, and we've seen a lot of postings on our Sandhills Express and different social media platforms where all sorts of people are, as you say, just saying, well, just stating the truth. What a great example of a person to be. And when he was here and was getting ready to go on the air for the Sports Nightly show a couple of times that we had them here, he was always just, wanted to visit with the people who were running the radio stations, and he was just a down-to-earth good guy. Really great person. So people will miss him, and they get used to a voice, and they'll make some adjustments, and life will go on. That's the way it works, but he will be missed, no doubt about it.
For sure.
You're right. Okay, one quick timeout, a little Marshall Tucker coming your way, and then the grocery cart specials. Stay tuned.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
All right. Oh, yes, this just in from Steve Hornickel. Darn groundhog.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Steve. He went ahead and saw a shadow, and so that's what's happening right now. I think Brent has his grocery cart specials ready for us, and we'll have those for you right after Marshall Tucker. Marshall Tucker Band on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Well, with these cold temperatures, we might want to get out and do some shopping. And while we do that, we, of course, like to save a little money. The grocery cart can help you out there. Here's Brent.
Yeah, the grocery stores are always busy, but when you get weather moving in, then they become really busy. So here we go. Here's your specials for this week at the grocery cart. This ad runs today through February 23rd. We'll start, in the meat department, where they'll feature fresh 93% diet lean ground beef for $5.98 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice Center Court boneless pork chops $2.78 a pound. Rump roast is on sale for $5.98 a pound, and Grocery Cart's own homemade pork sausage $3.28 a pound. 2.5 pound bag Best Choice all natural boneless skinless chicken fillets $5.98. Fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in whole chicken fryers are $1.78 a pound. Other specials: Oscar Mayer chopped ham or turkey lunch meat $3.98 for the package. Johnsonville Family Pack smoked sausage $7.98. And Holton's Chop House smashed burgers. The 32-ounce boxes are $9.98. Some of the other specials you'll find this week: Pillsbury Grand's biscuits get 2 for $5. Highland Dairy sour cream 16-ounce tubs are $2.38. Shed's Spread Country Crock 15-ounce tubs are $2.88. Best Choice butter 16-ounce box $3.80. Highland Dairy Cottage Cheese, the 24-ounce tubs are $3.58. Best Choice Chunk Cheese, $1.78 for the package. And Ready Whip whipped topping, the cans are 2 for $6. Pick Sweet frozen vegetables. Get 2 packages for $7 this week. Hungry Man Dinners, 2 for $7. Mr. Dell's hash browns, $3.28. Brew Pub single-serve pizzas are on sale, 2 for $9. Other grocery savings that you'll find this week at the GK: Nabisco chips, Ahoy, Ritz, or snack crackers, 2 for $7. Frito-Lay extra large Lays, 2 packages for $6 this week. Green Giant vegetables in the can, $1.18 a can. Village Hearth Premium white bread, $3.48 for the loaf. Hunt's tomatoes get 2 cans for $3. General Mills cereal, 2 boxes for $6. And Kraft salad dressing, get 2 bottles for $5 this week. In the produce section, fresh yellow onions, a 3-pound bag, get 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, $2.48 a pound. Iceberg lettuce, 2 heads for $4. Some of the other specials you'll find this week: the 10-ounce bag of Bolthouse Matchstick carrots, get 2 bags for $4. 10-ounce package of fresh grape tomatoes, get 2 for $4. Green cabbage, 68 cents a pound. Fuji apples, the 3-pound bag, are $3.98. And the Dole Premium salad kits, 2 bags for $6. Other store-wide savings this week: Old El Paso enchilada sauce, green chilies or refried beans, 3 for $5. Best Choice box dinners, 4 for $5. Olive Garden salad dressing, the bottles are on sale for $3.58. Planters peanuts, the 16-ounce canisters, $3.28. Best Choice pancake mix or syrup, $2.98. Libby's pineapple juice, the big 64-ounce bottles, are $4.48. And Best Choice drinking water, get a 24-pack for $3.98. Some of the specials you'll find in the deli department for this week: slice-to-order Kretschmar oven turkey is on sale for $8.98 a pound, and slice-to-order Kretschmar Colby Jack cheese, $6.98 a pound. Those are just some of the specials that you'll find this week at the grocery cart.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Today we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to the Tap House in Cozad, so be sure and listen. We're going to be talking about that in just a little bit, and we'll be giving that card away later on in the show today in honor of our Love Local promotion that continues through the month of February into the month of March. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. U.S. and Russian officials will hold talks in Saudi Arabia tomorrow on ending the war in Ukraine. The BBC's Steve Rosenberg.
Russia's delegation will include the Kremlin's foreign policy advisor Yuri Ushakov and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Today, Mr. Lavrov appeared to suggest that Europe had no role to play at future peace talks.
Thousands more federal workers fired over the weekend. Chelsea Milburn lost her job at the Department of Education.
I'd say the last couple of weeks, there was a lot of stress, fear, and tension.
At least one death in Georgia and 9 in Kentucky are blamed on severe rainstorms that have triggered catastrophic flooding. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear tells CBS Mornings.
We still have some rescue operations that will need to occur today, potentially evacuating an apartment complex.
At least 16,000 people have no power or heat as temperatures in the South dip below freezing. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the A to Z savings event at AutoZone.
Yeah, happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with the rotors.
Free. Really?
Really, free.
Okay, I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah, how much is that?
Free with 5 quarts of oil.
Free? Really?
Really, free. It's part of the A to Z savings event.
You might as well call it A to free.
At AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KOLN, an officer with the Department of Homeland Security was injured after a crash in North Lincoln on Saturday. According to LPD, officers were waved down for a crash that occurred in a driveway near Yolando Avenue and Cornhusker Highway at 11:20 a.m. Officers contacted the driver, who said he was with the Nebraska DHS and was taking the driver of the second vehicle on a deportation warrant. The driver of the first vehicle said the driver of the second drove into a driveway and the DHS officer attempted to stop him. The driver of the second reportedly drove away but was stopped by another DHS agent. According to Nebraska law enforcement, the driver of the second vehicle stopped suddenly and the first vehicle crashed into it. A passenger in the second vehicle was taken to a local hospital due to their injuries. The DHS officer in the first vehicle noted an injury, but drove themselves to the hospital. The driver of the second vehicle did not have any injuries and was found to be suspended with no insurance. The driver of the second was also taken into custody by DHS agents and no citations were issued. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The NBA's All-Star Game in San Francisco saw Steph Curry of Golden State named MVP. He scored 12 points in 11 minutes on the court in the finale. This was a 4-team mini tournament. For each game, the winner was the first team to reach 40 points. Jason Tatum had 15 points scored in that finale on 6 of 7 shooting. In men's college basketball, number 9 ranked St. John's now 13-2 in the Big East after beating 24th ranked Creighton 79-73. 3 weeks left in the regular season. Michigan won 86-83 at Ohio State, and Wichita State in overtime upset number 14 Memphis. In women's hoops, number 1 UCLA trailed in the final minute but survived to beat number 22 Michigan State 75-69. Number 6 USC came back to win at Washington 69-64. Connecticut beat up South Carolina 87-58. And a NASCAR win at the Daytona 500 for William Byron.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
A winter weather advisory continues.
An extreme cold warning begins at
midnight tonight.
Snow likely today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 8 above. Winds out of the east 10 to 15 miles per hour. 3 to 5 inches of snow today through tomorrow night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:06, almost 8:07. Let's go outside with Jack Simpson and see what it really feels like. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, good morning. You got Jack Frost with you this morning. 3 degrees outside, cloudy skies, winds coming out of the northeast from 5 to 10 miles per hour, barometric pressure at 30.22, humidity at 83%, a negative 9-degree wind chill, and I'd say light to medium snow outside as of right now. The last 24 hours, we received 10 hundredths of precipitation, rounded the precipitation for this month up to 32 hundredths. High yesterday was 16, overnight low of 4. Sunrise today was at 7:30 and sunset today 6:15. If you're out on the roads, drive safe.
Good suggestion. About 2 inches of fresh new snow on the ground, 10 hundredths precipitation, Jack. I did hear the owl when I walked in this morning.
I did too.
You heard it too?
Yep.
All right, so there you go, Lindsay Cook. We heard the owl. You got to go outside to hear the owl, Lindsay. Thanks, Jack.
Yep, no problem.
Bye. All right. Yeah, 2 inches of snow and pretty much packed on the roads. And it's just the way it's going to be for a while because we're not going to melt a lot of snow the next few days. So more snow on the way. So we're going to pack some more snow down. We're just going to want to be very, very careful. Brent, I see we got some changes due to the weather, some updates with some of our schools, and we'll check those out and thank our sponsors, Edward Jones, Custer County Exteriors, Fixed Right Auto Body, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Ansley Supply, Lumber and Supply, Custer Public Power District. Let's hear from some of those great businesses, and we'll be back with an update.
Custer Public Power encourages you to get energy-wise today, with program incentives for homeowners, businesses, and ag to cover the cost of upgrades. If insulation in your attic is lacking and you add some, you can receive a rebate of 30 cents per square foot up to $300. To be eligible, you just have to have a heat pump, electric furnace, or electric heat. Contact Custer Public Power to learn how you can receive this money incentive with EnergyWise.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
For 24-hour towing, winch and recovery, lockouts, and more, call Hunter with Hunter's Towing. He's based in Berwyn, ready to roll out to help you out of a tough situation. Hunter wants you to remember the Move Over law in Nebraska. It is the law to move over for any emergency vehicle with their flashing lights, including tow trucks and highway workers. Slow down, move over, and help make the job of law enforcement and emergency workers safer. When you need a tow, call Hunter's Towing at 870-1983.
Taylor Heating and Cooling, LLC, the guys you call when you're sweating and want to be chilly, or shivering when you want to be warm. Based in Broken Bow, Taylor Heating and Cooling offers the area affordable service, repairs, and installation. Whether residential, commercial, or new construction, they welcome the opportunity to work for you. Give them a call and ask about their many services. 872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
All right, we're back live here. We have our next guest in, and we'll visit with this very wonderful real estate tycoon in a moment or two. But before we do that, we'd like to give you some updates on the school changes.
All right. We have a few other things that have been added to our list, even outside of school. So we'll start with this one. This looks like a new one. Afternoon Delight Bowling in Broken Bow has been canceled for today. All right, school information now, and Semmelwerna Public Schools still showing a 10 o'clock start, no morning preschool or breakfast. Ansley Schools, 10 o'clock start, buses run accordingly. Arcadia Schools, 10 o'clock start, buses run accordingly. Arnold Public Schools closed today. Broken Bow, late start, 10 o'clock start, Broken Bow Schools. Broken Bow Livestock, they want you to know that their special calf and feeder auction scheduled for this week has been postponed and moved to February 27th due to the forecasted extreme temperatures. More school information, Callaway Public Schools closed today. Custer Christian School in Broken Bow showing 10 o'clock start today. Litchfield Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Loop City Schools, 10 o'clock start. Loop County Schools in Taylor, closed today now. No preschool, no activities. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor closed today. Sandhills Public School closed today. Sargent Schools are closed today, closed due to snowpack roads and impending forecast. SEM Schools still showing a 10 o'clock start, and Thetford Schools are showing closed today. And that is the latest.
All right. Thank you, Brent. We'll be right back.
It happens. We slip, we slide, we run into things. When you come to a stop, don't let that damage hang out on your car. See Todd and the crew at Fixed Ride Auto Body. They'll get you back on the road with your vehicle looking awesome. Living here in central Nebraska, we battle winter weather every year. It wants to make us slip and slide and crash. Fixed Ride is here to help. Fixed Ride Auto Body, 872-6860. We're just north of the tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow.
Is your current financial advisor really listening to you, or just waiting for his or her turn to talk? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we are here, ready to listen. We want to know what's important to you. We want to learn about your goals so that together we can put you on the financial path that's right for you. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:13, almost 8:14, you're listening to and watching the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we have Mo here from Ideal Realty, LLC. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
So if you're in your house, and we've spent a lot of time in our houses here the last few days, and you start looking around and you start thinking, you know, we don't need this much house anymore. Or the other way around, and the kids are running around and driving
you crazy,
driving a little nutty because they're playing in the living room because that's the only place to play. There's not a spare room where they can play. Might be time to think about making some changes as to which house you're in, and that's where you come in, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a very good point. I can remember those days when snow day, and yeah, they do drive you crazy because you can't kick them outside either.
No.
So it'd be great to have a family room.
Family room would
Kids'
be nice.
playroom, would that be nice? So yeah, that's where I come in.
Yeah. See your sign around the communities here, and you've got some houses for sale.
We do. I was going to go over a few of them today. We have 603 Cherry Avenue, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Nice house on a corner lot, 1-stall attached garage. Laundry's on the main level. So this would be a great house for someone who wants everything on the main level. You got your couple bedrooms, bathroom, garage, laundry, everything's on one room or on one level, excuse me. And it's listed at $140,000. I have a mobile home down at 1310 South 6th Avenue. This is in the trailer park down there on South N. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's totally been remodeled by a previous owner. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, big kitchen, kind of really open kitchen into the living room. Everything's on one level there too, obviously. No basement. There you go. 245 North 12th is a nice 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2-stall attached garage that's insulated. It's got a window air hanging heater in it. Great kind of man cave. That's what my previous owner did. It looked like. Really, really nice house. It's on a corner lot. Not a lot of houses around it over there on North 12th. So you'd have a little bit of privacy on that one too. 644 North 10th, kind of in between the schools up there. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3,300 square feet. Big house, big bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Really nice house, 2-stall detached garage. Done a lot. The owners of this one have done a lot of work. Well cared for house. Got an acreage over by Arcadia I've talked about. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 5 acres. Nice property if you want to have some animals, want to have some space. 3-bedroom, 2-bath over on North 14th. Got a couple on North 14th, a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, and a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So nice area over there too. Both have huge yards. Both have 2-stall attached garages, really nice houses. And then a 4-bedroom, 3-bath up on North 12th that's got a 2-stall attached garage. So lots of houses, lots of 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms. Varies in price, but a lot for sale right now.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I was thinking about this on the drive in as it's snowing. Doesn't seem like a nice time to buy a house, but when you think about it, it's February. If you're getting a loan, you're not closing until the sun's shining and you're ready to move.
Yeah.
So it is a good time to buy. It's a great time to list with the bad weather. I talked about, I think, last month when I was here because it was January. Not a lot to do outside right now. So look at those small projects in your house. I was cleaning my second level yesterday, and everybody take a look at those ceiling fans.
Yes.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Mine was awful.
Yeah, they collect dust a little bit, don't they?
Gosh, it was horrible.
Yeah, and you have an electrician in your house that could put a new one in if needed as well.
I can't do that every time it gets dirty, Dave.
I know.
Actually, okay, so the last time I said we need to update.
Yeah.
Because, and I know I said this on the radio too because it was hilarious. This, 30-some age couple walks into a house I have listed, and, she's looking around. She looks up at the ceiling fan and says, "Oh, gosh, those are old fixtures. We would have to update those." And I looked up at it, and I'm like, gosh, that's the ceiling fan in my bedroom. So maybe I need to update.
Well, that's what you get used to.
Yeah, it is what you get used to. So I decide I need to update these things. And we have sconces in our bedroom too. So not just ceiling fan, I've got to update the sconces too, obviously. And so it's a whole thing, and I buy them, and what happens, but the ceiling fan I buy is a lemon.
Oh, no.
And you're sleeping, it's, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to hear about this. And I did hear about this. The other fan was perfectly fine.
Working good.
Well, it was, but it was ugly. I was told by a 30-something-year-old.
So you thought you better update. Well, I think probably for your husband, putting a ceiling fan up in it properly is not that tough, but having done a couple, it's kind of a mind bender when you put one in, I think.
Well, I shouldn't admit this on the radio, but it is probably his least favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I can see why.
Hates ceiling fans. Absolutely hates them. I try to put everything together that I can and have it sitting there waiting for him. So
that helps.
Yeah, so I don't get in too much trouble.
I was going to ask you the question kind of centered around this, because if you're thinking about putting your house up for sale, and I think we've talked about this a long time ago, but bathrooms and kitchens are expensive things to change. But I guess maybe there would be a time where if you were going to put a house up for sale and the bathroom, you just like with your fans, you get used to what your bathroom looks like. You keep it clean, but to the visitor, it may not look as good as what you're used to.
Yeah, and bathrooms, the thing that really makes them stand out, and it's annoying, is they change the height of your vanities. Yeah. So it's really easy to see if you haven't updated your bathroom in a while, if you've got the low vanity, which I have 3 bathrooms, and 2 of them have the higher vanity, and 1 of them still has the low vanity. And every time I go in there, I think, I need to update that.
Yeah. Well, I know that having an older home, you do have to bend over to shave.
Yeah.
Because the mirror isn't as high as...
It's not. And it takes a little something to get those things fixed. Yeah. But, looking at it, and I've tried not to watch HGTV in a while because sometimes those just get annoying. But I did watch this last weekend, and it just made me think of just staging. Just staging a house makes it so much better. If you can't afford to do these remodels, I'm happy to come in and we can go over how can we stage what you have. Because again, we get used to those things. My kitchen looks fine. I would not present my kitchen the way it is right now. It looks fine to me. Everything's where I need it. I have things out that I want out. There's some things on the fridge that I need to look at every day. But when you're selling your house, that stuff needs to go away. You need to get baskets or something, hide your stuff, present it well, put, some flowers out instead of, your coffee maker. I don't know. I mean, some coffee makers are fine. But, when you have 6 appliances on your countertop, it's not going to show well.
Right.
Because you've used all your counter space.
Yeah.
And then a buyer comes in and says, well, there's not much counter space in this house. So you have to think about those things. You have to stand back, and it's very difficult, but you have to stand back, and your house is a product. You're selling a product, no matter how long, you've lived there. And, Mike and I's first house, we were only there for 4 years. Very easy to see that as a product. The house we're in now, that would be tough for me.
Yeah.
If I went to sell it, that'd be very hard to think of it as a product because it's where we raised our kids, and I try to see, both sides of that, but you definitely, when you're selling your house, you got to come over to my side and take a fresh look.
On the other side of that, too, if you have lived in a house for a long time and you have the house the way you're comfortable with, how it's set up, and I imagine that you run into this frequently, occasionally maybe, I don't know, you can tell me, but the idea of, we're going to change houses, kind of like to have one that has a lot of the same things as the one I had. And, it's going to be hard to find another house that fits what you just left, right?
Yes, and it is very tough when people are moving into Broken Bow. They have, maybe 6 boxes they think they want checked. I'm like, well, we might check 3.
Yeah.
And come up with your priorities. When I do work with people that are having a really hard time, I finally figure out that's what it is. We're not finding everything we want, and sometimes our wants and our price point are not jiving either. So we have to sit down and come up with maybe, our top 3 priorities. And then we can work on, the other stuff. Maybe it's not there. You can add it, whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. I think we can tell that. And getting a house sold and having both sides of the sale be happy. But that's what you do. And
yeah, it's negotiating and looking, looking at houses, figuring out, sometimes first-time home buyers don't know what they want.
Sure, yeah.
They might have a few things they're thinking of, but it's really tough. First-time home buyers, it's tough. You got to look a little bit. And that's the website, Go Ideal Realty. It's a great place to start. Look through, see what you like. Look at those boxes you want checked, and then look at the price it's going to take maybe to check those boxes.
Yeah.
And get to the bank to know what you can afford if you need a loan.
And if you're thinking about buying a home in the near future, go to the bank first, right?
Yeah, if you need a loan, it's really, really important to get that information from the bank. The things that you need. I mean, there's even not even to say this is what I can afford. It's here's our requirements. Especially first-time home buyers, you have no idea what they want, and the feds really make them. It's not as easy as it used to be. Some, especially first-time buyers, you don't know what you need to put down. Maybe you haven't saved enough yet. Start there and realize, oops, we need to put a little more in the savings account before we can start looking. Things like that.
Okay. All right. Of course, you have the website, you have the office, you have your phone. You can be reached, right?
I can be reached, yes. 870-1406, best way to reach me.
1406. All right. Right now, our neighborhood's pretty well set. I don't think I've ran out of the neighborhood yet. That's a very nice rental home. But he even has this landlord, this wonderful guy, that sometimes scoops his driveway for him.
Wow. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
He's not
greatly appreciated.
Not complaining.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, Thank you so much. Anything else that you wanted to highlight that we didn't talk about?
No, got through the houses. No,
All right.
gonna go enjoy that snow.
All right, have fun. We'll take a time out.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Start your day right or keep it rolling strong at Howdy Coffee in Broken Bow. Dive into breakfast favorites like egg scramble or breakfast sandwiches with their signature kolache dough made in-house daily. They have lunch now for your afternoon hunger. Grilled cheese, soup, Philly sandwiches, or French dips. And for your sweet treat, go with delicious cronuts. Open Monday to Friday 6:30 to 4:30 and weekends 7 to 4. Satisfy your breakfast, lunch, and cravings beyond at Howdy Coffee on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You've got a friend.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Liana and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
KCNI and KBBN Radio are excited to announce the Love Local promotion, encouraging support of our amazing local businesses. Each weekday, we'll give away a $25 gift card during the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, all the way into March. This is a fantastic opportunity for you to discover or reconnect with local businesses with some money in your pocket to spend with them. Tune in daily for your chance to win and support the business that makes our community thrive.
And we're going to talk a little bit about our $25 gift card giveaway today, the Meridian Tap House in Cozad. We're going to talk about Cozad here just for a little bit because I also have some information about Rustic and Red. But let's start with our $25 gift card highlight today.
Really appreciate Meridian Tap House in Cozad being a part of our Love Local promotion. You'll find them at 714 Meridian Street, to be exact, right there in Cozad. They believe the best moments in life happen face-to-face while enjoying great food. And that's what they provide at the Meridian Tap House in Cozad. They have lots of fun each month with different events. So be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date. The third Mondays of the month, which would be tonight, are trivia night at 7 o'clock, and the first and third Thursdays are music bingo. So take advantage of those fun opportunities. Also, as we look ahead to March, kick off St. Patty's Day in your finest form. On March 16th from 2 to 5, the Meridian Tap House will be hosting a 3.1-mile fun run and walk for all ages. Registration fee includes a race day shirt. Sign-up details can be found on their Facebook page. So go have a blast, eat and drink at the Meridian Tap House in Cozad.
All right, staying in Cozad, let's talk a little bit about Rustic and Red as we're coming up on the Sip and Shop on this Thursday in February. The sales will run all day from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. The sipping starts at 4 o'clock. Unique gift items for weddings, bridal showers, baby gifts, baptisms, or confirmations. Grab your friends and experience a great shopping experience in downtown Cozad at Rustic and Red, and be listening for more details on this fun event later this week. But the Sip and Shop is coming up this week at Rustic and Red in Cozad. If you're a little bit, maybe you have cabin fever and weather will permit, you can travel to Cozad from all the directions and have some fun there and do a little sipping and shopping on the Thursday that is coming up. All right, we'll take another quick time out. We'll come right back.
Barney Pharmacy is proud to be your local connection to everything you need to stay healthy or feel better, or for when a gift-giving occasion comes up. They have a great selection of greeting cards and gifts, plus free gift wrapping. They want you to know that they'll be closed this Saturday the 22nd, so please plan accordingly with your prescriptions. They'd love for you to give their new Facebook page a follow. Just search for Varney Pharmacy. Visit Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow. Just not this Saturday, as they are closed.
Attention cattlemen of all ages. Hi guys, this is Renette with the Nebraska Classic down in Kearney. We want to invite cattlemen to bring their families to Kearney the week of February 15th through the 23rd. Judging contest gets underway on Saturday the 15th, but cattlemen, get your calendars marked starting on Wednesday, February 19th is show day. It's also FFA day, so any FFA youth that want to come to the Classic, we've got a great day lined up for you. Thursday, February 20th is a big day. Free cattleman's lunch at 11 o'clock, followed by sales start promptly at noon on Thursday, February 20th. Remember, the pin bowls will also sell on Thursday the 20th. Friday the 21st will feature the commercial heifer pin sale at 2 o'clock, prospect steer sale, fancy heifer sale. Lots of special events happening at the Classic this year. Plus, you won't be disappointed in lots of new vendors in our commercial trade show. Cattlemen, it's your event coming up February 15th through the 23rd in Kearney.
Hey Ryan, are you ready for a new year?
I sure am, but there's something I want people to know.
Okay, what's that?
Well, that RTA's Hardware is much more than a place where you can buy what you need for your home projects.
You mean how like we have microwaves?
Yeah, microwaves, coffee makers, kitchen utensils, home decor, toys, disc golf items, the list goes on.
So what you're saying is we have way more than what we can mention in this ad?
That's exactly what I'm saying. See you in 2025.
RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Check their aisles for what you're looking for first.
All right, thank you guys very, very much. A job opening listed here on the Breakfast Show and also on Sandhills Express jobs page. Tri-S Ag near Myrna is looking for a detailed-oriented office assistant to join their farming operation. If you have strong computer skills and enjoy working in a dynamic environment, you're going to want to check it out. They'd love to hear from you. This is a part-time position, approximately 30 hours per week. You must be proficient with computers and, of course, be friendly and professional in a very, very professional work atmosphere that they would love to have you join. Located east of Myrna on Victoria Springs Road. You can stop in there or call them at 308-643-2487, 643-2487.
Another job opportunity that you'll find through sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page. The Custer County Court in Broken Bow is accepting applications for a full-time assistant clerk senior position. Current hiring rate of $41,504 annually. Apply as soon as possible. Applications will close when the position is filled. Now, to apply, you need to go to this website. Go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. And then when you're there, just find the detailed posting under the Nebraska Supreme Court to apply. You can also find out all the details on how to apply by going to the posting on sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page. Again, the Custer County Court in Broken Bow accepting applications now for a full-time assistant clerk senior position.
All right, thank you, Brent. I kind of updated the laptop over here. It looks like Anselmo-Myrna Public Schools will be closed today. I think they were starting late earlier, but they have now announced they'll be closed today due to the weather conditions out there. So that's the latest change. Anselmo-Myrna Public Schools closed today. We'll be right back.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
At Bruning Bank, we believe in the power of community. When you shop locally, you're not just buying products, you're supporting your neighbors, boosting local businesses, and helping our community grow. Every purchase you make keeps the heart of our town beat stronger. Bruning Bank has been part of the Broken Bow community for 20 years, and we take pride in assisting our customers and communities to build, grow, and thrive. With our easy-to-use banking services, we make it simple to spend smart, save big, and invest in the places that matter most, right here at home. This year, choose local, shop small. Together, let's continue to build a strong and vibrant community. Build, grow, thrive. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
8:37 is your time. Thanks so much for listening today as we kind of watch the weather with you and watch the changes due to the weather. And again, the most recent change we've seen is Anselmo Myrna Public Schools now closed today due to road conditions. And we'll probably see some other things announced throughout the day depending on how much more snow we get. And it's going to start heading towards that very, very cold weather that they've been talking about the next couple of days. So traveling, if you go, you want to be really, really careful and make sure you have all the things you should have in your car that would take care of you if you did get stranded. Out here on the big sign on the corner, I know when it was down below zero last time, they let you know that if you get stranded on the highway, I think it's star 55 that you can push, and hopefully they'll be able to come and get you. But you certainly want to not have to do that. So plan carefully out there. I know Brent, he's trying to be chipper and happy, but he's just, the guy wants to do his sports, folks. He's got sports he wants to do, and he will do it if they have the games and the wrestling and so forth. But we also know that they're going to, as you mentioned earlier, think about safety out there, Brent. Let's back up for a moment and talk about wrestling. You had coverage this past weekend of a very successful weekend for many of the area wrestlers, and it was turned out to be a good wrestling weekend. A lot of kids going to state.
Yeah, for sure. Going to be good representation from the KCNI, KBBN coverage area at the Boys State Wrestling Tournament. They had boys districts this past weekend. Of course, you had to qualify by placing in the top 4 of your weight class to advance to the state tournament. So state is this week for high school wrestling. A girls tournament actually starts tomorrow and will take place tomorrow and Wednesday at the CHI Health Center in Omaha, and then the boys will take center stage on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week. Our coverage is kind of looking like this. We plan to be there on Wednesday for full-day coverage of the girls tournament. They'll wrestle the opening round and quarterfinals tomorrow, and then on Wednesday they pick up with first-round consolation matches. So everybody who qualified for state in the girls tournament will wrestle at least one match on Wednesday. So we're going to plan to be there and bring you all of our area competitors as they wrestle on Wednesday. First-round consolation matches will start at 9 o'clock in the morning, so we'll break into the breakfast show and we'll bring you coverage of girls state wrestling beginning Wednesday morning and follow our area competitors through the course of the day. And then, of course, when we get to the boys tournament on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, our coverage will be just like it's always been. We'll bring you live coverage of play-by-play for all matches involving area athletes as they compete in the boys tournament on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that'll be our plan as far as wrestling is concerned.
All right, we're going to go through the postponements and changes due to the weather one more time here in the breakfast show, and we'll update you with individual changes as well as they become available if that happens. I want to thank our sponsors, Edward Jones, Fixed Right Auto Body, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Hunter's Towing and Ansley Lumber, and Custer Public Power. And we'll hear from those businesses real quick and be right back with the report.
When our cars and trucks hit that nasty patch of ice in the winter, there's not much we can do. You can control what you do with that damage, though. If it's a smash, crash, smack, ding, dent, scratch, or a tap, Fixed Right Auto Body and Broken Bow can help. We're winter weather's #1 enemy. Just call Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow for a free estimate today. 872-6860. That's Fixed Right Auto Body at 872-6860.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's
Tips
for
for
dinner
weathering
than
winter
preparing
storms,
for
brought to you by
retirement.
Custer
But if you
Public
think your
Power.
retirement
It's
needs
important before
deserve
storm
more
even
attention,
begins to know the
I
differences
agree.
among
and I'd like
watches
to help.
and warnings.
I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
All right, apologies there. Got a little quick with the trigger. We'll repeat those for you a little bit later on. We've heard a lot from Edward Jones today. It just seems like they've been on a lot because they sponsor other things. And it's always so good to hear from Janet. And I've been trying to give her some financial advice.
Oh, you've been giving her financial advice?
Yes.
Wow, I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear that.
Yeah. I'm going to stop down there and have a visit with her here in the next couple days.
Uh-huh.
Well, if Thomas wants to hear from me, but I think Janet will let me in.
That's great.
Yeah. Got some ideas.
You always do. So that's good. And like I always say, it starts with an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea, all right. Brent, would you run through the schools for us?
Sure. Here's the announcements that we have. The majority of these are schools, but we have some other announcements that have come our way, too, that we want to make sure you're aware of. Afternoon Delight Bowling in Broken Bow is canceled now for today. As Dave mentioned, and Selma Myrna Public Schools now posting that they are closed today due to road conditions, and so they'll be closed today, and Selma Myrna Public Schools. Ansley schools are still showing a 10 o'clock start right now. Buses run accordingly. Arcadia schools, 10 o'clock start. Buses run accordingly. Arnold Public Schools are closed today. Broken Bow, 10 o'clock start today. A non-school information note, Broken Bow Livestock has announced that their special calf and feeder auction scheduled for this week has been postponed and moved to February 27th. Callaway Public Schools are closed today. Custer Christian School in Broken Bow showing 10 o'clock start. Litchfield School, 10 o'clock start. Loop City Public Schools are showing 10 o'clock start. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor now showing closed, no preschool, no activities. Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning closed. Sargent Schools are now closed today. SEM Schools still showing a 10 o'clock start, and Thetford Public Schools are showing closed for today.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We'll be right back.
Tips for weathering winter storms, brought to you by Custer Public Power. If the power goes out, notify your utility of the outage. Have an emergency kit prepared to help you and your family weather the outage. Some items should include bottled water, non-perishable food, flashlights, a weather radio, and extra batteries. Use alternative heating sources safely and only venture outside if necessary. If you do go outside, treat all downed and hanging lines as if they are energized. Stay safe this winter season. These tips brought to you by Custer Public Power.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn-dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
When you're stranded on the side of the road, there's only one number you need to know. That's Hunter's Towing at 870-1983. When you call at any time of day or night, Hunter and his faithful dog Scooter will be on their way. Hunter is based in Berwyn, but you'll rarely see his trucks there. You'll see them out serving the citizens of Custer County and the surrounding area. 870-1983 for Hunter's Towing.
Cold weather. It comes around each year. Where it should not be making an appearance is inside your house. If it is, that's when you need to call Taylor Heating and Cooling. Because Mother Nature brings the coldest, nastiest weather to Nebraska, you need to bring Matt and Andy your direction to get your system running at peak efficiency. Call 308-872-6196 for sales, installation, and service from Taylor Heating and Cooling. Call 308-872-6196.
It is 8:46. A little later on, I'll be heading downtown to the municipal building to talk with the folks who are putting on the VFW pancake feed today, and that is still scheduled, and we'll find out a little bit more about details on some of the scholarships and so forth that they'll be putting the money towards, and they'll be serving between 11 and 1 o'clock this afternoon over the lunch hour, and then again from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. tonight. Pancakes, scrambled eggs. I wonder how they were able to hold the ticket prices at what they did with the cost of eggs.
Yeah, good point. Yes.
I'm going to ask when I get there.
Yeah.
Because they're still very reasonably priced tickets at the door available when you go there today. But the eggs had to put a little dent in the old pocketbook.
Yeah, possibly. Boy, egg prices. I think, well, next to the weather, I think that's become the most talked about subject across the nation.
Yes.
You always talk about the weather, but I think egg prices now are becoming the second most talked about thing.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think weather, eggs, and if you work for the federal government, do I still have a job?
Yeah. Mm.
Those are some of the things that are being discussed out there. We'll take a time out. We are going to check in with Charlie Crockett next.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI, KBBN.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
Calling all cattlemen. We're Austrian Angus, and it's bull sale time.
We invite you to our 24th annual production sale Wednesday, February 19th at 1 p.m. at our ranch south of Ansley.
Selling will be 150 performance-tested, carcass-evaluated yearling Angus bulls. Our bulls are big, growthy, and gentle. Also selling are 60 fancy registered yearling Angus heifers.
For more information and videos of this powerful offering, check us out at AustrianAngus.com.
Can't wait to see you at our ranch, Austrian Angus Ranch. Let's have a bull sale.
Are you suffering from back pain? Team Physical Therapy can help by addressing the root cause of your pain. 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy focuses on manual therapy, exercise, stretching, and personalized plan for you. Call 872-5111. Physical Therapy.
Charlie Crockett, I'm just a clown. And that can be said here on the Breakfast Show occasionally. Today we're trying to stay on task because we want to make sure you know about everything that's happening out there. And real quickly, we'll do a little update here. I've got the laptop on this side, so I'll give Brent a little break here and just let you know that the Afternoon Delight Bowling League has been canceled. Now, I know there's a very disappointed sister that I have that will not be thrilled because that group loves to bowl, and it's for the safety of, travel, Bert. Don't get upset about it. And Smyrna Public Schools are closed today now. Late start at Ansley. Arcadia Schools, a 10 o'clock start. Arnold Public Schools are closed today. The Broken Bow High School, both Broken Bow schools basically are starting at 10 a.m. today. Broken Bow Livestock Barn rescheduled their special feeder auction and rescheduled to February 27th due to the forecast and temperature predictions. The Callaway Public Schools are closed today. Calvary Assembly of God in Lexington's events have been canceled for today. The Custer Christian School, late start at 10 a.m. The Lexington Public Schools starting at 10 a.m. Loop City Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. The Loop County Public Schools at Taylor, no school today. Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning are closed today. Sargent Public Schools now closed today due to the snow-packed roads and impending forecast. Sumner Eddyville Miller Schools, a late start at 10, and the Thedford Public Schools are closed today.
When our cars and trucks hit that nasty patch of ice in the winter, there's not much we can do. You can't control what you do with that damage, though. If it's a smash, crash, smack, ding, dent, scratch, or a tap, Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow can help. We're winter weather's #1 enemy. Just call Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow for a free estimate today. 872-6860. That's Fixed Right Auto Body at 872-6860.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn,
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help you make them feel a little less unexpected. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:57, and Janet, if you're listening, kind of hold your calls for my consultation until mid-afternoon today. I've got payroll and some things going on here, and then I'll be able to help you this afternoon with any questions you might have on the stock market. I'll take care of it then.
Wonder if Janet has to divulge that to the customers that she works with, that she also receives financial advice from you.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to believe her.
Yeah, well, I would hope she's not bound by law to share that information. Otherwise, people would be getting really scared.
Well, she doesn't have to follow my advice.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm just making suggestions.
I see.
Kind of giving her a heads up. I do a lot of research, go down rabbit holes. And I'm sure all of it's pretty trustworthy.
Yeah.
Here's Steve Earle.
KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. At least 9 deaths in Kentucky are blamed on intense storms and flooding. And Governor Andy Beshear tells CBS Mornings there's more bad weather on the way.
Tuesday night to Wednesday, we're going to get hit by another snowstorm, but we're tough and we're out there working hard.
The Trump administration has begun firing several hundred FAA employees just weeks after the deadly midair collision near Reagan National. The union says most of the dismissed have been probationary workers who received notices in emails. The White House is asking the Supreme Court to allow it to get rid of a government lawyer who leads a watchdog agency that protects whistleblowers. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
This is the first of what will be many appeals the Trump administration will make to the Supreme Court, seeking to fire the heads of federal agencies, overriding workplace protections from Congress when those positions were created.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
O'Reilly. Shop Superstart Premium, Extreme, or Platinum batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. O-Reward members can also get a $5 reward with their battery purchase. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The NBA's All-Star Game in San Francisco saw Steph Curry of Golden State named MVP. He scored 12 points in 11 minutes on the court in the finale. This was a 4-team mini-tournament. For each game, the winner was the first team to reach 40 points. Jason Tatum had 15 points scored in that finale on 6 of 7 shooting. In men's college basketball, number 9 ranked St. John's now 13-2 in the Big East after beating 24th ranked Creighton 79-73. 3 weeks left in the regular season. Michigan won 86-83 at Ohio State, and Wichita State in overtime upset number 14 Memphis. In women's hoops, number 1 UCLA trailed in the final minute but survived to beat number 22 Michigan State 75-69. Number 6 USC came back to win at Washington 69-64. Connecticut beat up South Carolina 87-58. And a NASCAR win at the Daytona 500 for William Byron.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
A winter weather advisory continues.
An extreme cold warning begins at
midnight tonight.
Snow likely today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 8 above. Winds out of the east 10 to 15 miles per hour. 3 to 5 inches of snow today through tomorrow night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Custer Public Power District, proud to serve over 8,000 square miles of territory with electric power. Visit custerpower.com to explore careers, pay your bill, report an outage, or connect with them. Custer Public Power District, empowering progress.
It is 9:05. You know, I'm thinking about consulting all of the financial institutions in the area. And I was thinking the consulting fee could go towards our gourds.
Oh.
Gourd seeds.
Well, sure.
It'd be a good way to raise money for the new playground equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of you out there are financial advisors and you would like some help from yours truly.
There you go.
And would be willing to pay, well, I don't know, $100 an hour or something like that.
Wow.
Well, it's consultation fees.
Well,
let me know.
Things aren't cheap these days, even advice. Advice doesn't come cheap these days either.
No.
Obviously.
No,
they're going to charge $100. You said $100 an hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, $100 an hour. Yeah, that'd be about right. Don't you think? I mean, that's just a going
Yeah,
rate
hey,
for
that's up to you, you know. If you're going into that line of work, you would be the one that would set the price.
I mean, like lawyers get $300 an
Yeah.
hour. And that's a going rate anymore. That's a low rate,
Mhm.
$300. So $100 for just consulting financial people, I think I could do that. We could buy a lot of seeds.
Boy, yeah. Yes, assuming someone would pay for it, yes, you could buy a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
What would you call your business, your financial advice business?
Planting seeds for the future.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Something like that.
Oh, man. That's very good.
Yeah, it'll work.
Now, see, I again go back to this. I've brought this up to you before. I think Dave Burney podcast would be tremendous. You know, and you could do different segments. You got Dave's Dreams, where you talk about your dreams on your podcast, and now financial advice.
Yeah.
Financial advice from Dave, Planting Seeds for the Future podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's straightforward.
Yeah.
And, there's nobody that says these days that you have to have a diploma or a degree or a
No.
certificate of any kind to do that sort of thing now that there's the
Yeah.
internet. I mean, I can...
Hey, you have something that's as valuable as any of those things you just mentioned. You have experience.
I do. And
You're over 70 years old. You have life experience.
I do.
There is no substitution for that.
That's right. That's right. Here, I say. And I'll use my Dave's lawn mowing and knife sharpening business as an example with some
Yeah.
of these financialists out there, and give them an example of how to charge for your services and how to make sure you're profitable.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've experienced that firsthand, how you operate that way.
Get yourself a good lawyer in case they don't pay. All sorts of things we could talk about on a podcast.
I know. I'm telling you, could be popular. Dave's podcast.
Well, all kidding aside, I'm determined, and I know you are too, Brent, and I hope you listeners out there will tear into it with us. But they had a fundraiser, I believe, on Saturday for the new playground, inclusive playground equipment.
It might still be coming up.
Oh, is it coming up?
I think I'll have to look. The reason I say that is I'm visiting with someone today about the inclusive playground, and I think a fundraiser that is coming up.
Oh, that's good. We can promote the heck out of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was already over, but I'll look here. I may have threw the sheet away thinking it was over. I'm not sure. I'll have to make sure we get that information. But we have to have a concerted effort to help, because they have to raise a lot of money for this. It's very costly equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to it. We're going to promote the heck out of it. We'll have the gourd sale stand later. I'll probably be able to charge quite a bit of money for some of these financial people out here who need advice.
Mm-hmm.
$100 an hour. I'd like to spend at least 3-4 hours with each of them.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Maybe a week.
Yeah.
And they'll start calling in to get advice, and then you're on the ticker there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a minute. I need to start my clock.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Wow.
I better go.
Yeah. Okay.
You want me to stop by in the financial places while I'm downtown? I got to go check out the pancake feed. I guess I could stop in.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe stop by the Clang Financial over Edward Jones. Even the banks. I could help the banks.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Well, you can't get into a bank today. But,
oh, that's right.
But yeah, you could call around.
I could help all the bankers.
Mm.
I think it's going to work. It's going to work.
If anybody can make it work, Dave, it's you.
Thanks, Brent. Here's John Fogerty.
coming up soon, we'll be taking you to downtown Broken Bow. The municipal building is where they are preparing for the VFW Pancake Ham and Egg Feed coming up later today. They'll be serving over the lunch hour and again later this evening, and we'll get all of the details as Dave will be there visiting with some of the folks getting ready for that today on this President's Day. Later in the show, we're going to give you an opportunity to win a $25 gift card to the Meridian Tap House in Cozad. They're located at 714 Meridian Street in Cozad, where they believe the best moments in life happen face-to-face while enjoying great food. They have lots of fun each month with different events, so be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date. The third Mondays of the month, which would be tonight, are trivia night at 7 o'clock, and then the first and third Thursdays of the month, they play music bingo. Make sure you kick off St. Patty's Day in your finest form on March 16th from 2 until 5 in the afternoon. The Meridian Tap House in Cozad will be hosting a 3.1-mile fun run and walk for all ages. Registration fee includes a race day shirt, so sign-up details can be found on their Facebook page. Go have a blast, eat and drink at the Meridian Tap House located in Cozad, and we'll give you an opportunity to win a $25 gift card to that establishment a little bit later on in the show. As we continue to check out some things that are happening, let's take you back to sandhillsexpress.com and go to the employment page where listed is a job opportunity through the Nebraska Department of Transportation where they are currently accepting applications for an office specialist to provide office support to the staff in the Broken Bow area office. For a full job description and to apply, you need to go to this website. Go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. Dave Burney going to be visiting with the folks getting ready for the VFW Pancake, Egg, and Ham Feed fundraiser, and we'll be finding out more about that coming up right here on The Breakfast Show. So keep your dial set where it's at. KCNI on the AM dial and KBBN on the FM. You're listening to Central Nebraska's information station. Day. Again, we'll keep you updated through sandhillsexpress.com on the radio as well with weather-related announcements as we go through the day today and certainly through the first part of this week, kind of looking like weather could change some things. So to stay up to date with postponements and cancellations and weather-related announcements, you can always check them out as they come in through sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the weather tab and click on closings. All right, waiting for Dave to get hooked up to talk about the special VFW pancake ham and egg feed that'll be taking place today in Broken Bow. So while we await for him to get hooked up, we're going to give you an opportunity right now to win that $25 gift card to the Meridian Tap House in Cozad. We'll just take the first caller at 872-2801. Give us a ring, 872-2801, and you can get a $25 gift card to the Meridian Tap House in Cozad. Call us at 872-2801.
Everybody's doing
one does. It's all about scholarships, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So we use this pancake feed to help support our VFW scholarship fund. Each year we'll give out ballpark $3,000 to area students, and not always only area students, people who are eligible throughout the country, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it goes for. And I know this year, with the weather and everything, it's probably going to be a little less. And, if you can't make it, I'd say feel free to still donate. You can always drop off some money, give one to any VFW member or we'll take money at Culligan until, whenever.
Okay.
So I understand it's not ideal out there.
No, it's not. Although it's a great day to have breakfast for dinner and breakfast for supper.
Absolutely. So we're going to be serving from 11 to 1 and then again from 4 to 7 this evening. And in our lunch crowd, it's kind of usually the smaller, obviously, but we do get quite a few people show up for that. And then the evening, hopefully people can come out in the cold and snow and have some pancakes and ham and eggs.
I got to ask you about the eggs. We were talking on the air earlier about how you can control the ticket price with the egg prices that are out there.
Well, when we walked out of the grocery cart with the eggs yesterday, we did have to ask for security. So, yeah, it's quite a trick, but we're making it. We've got security here today guarding the fridge with the remaining eggs. So
Good idea.
Cameras are right up there.
Okay, so
yeah.
we won't be taking any eggs.
Nobody
with
be
us
stealing any eggs. No.
Yep. Well, you've got a great crew here is putting up the tables right now. All the volunteers, the veterans that are involved here. It's good to see.
Absolutely. And they'll be later on tonight. I know the American Legion baseball team is going to come and help. Speaking of them, they're also going to be having a raffle. They're going to be raffling off a rifle, selling the tickets. I don't believe they're doing the raffle, the winner tonight, but they will be selling the tickets here tonight. They help out a lot, and you can look around here, and none of us are getting any younger, but those Legion boys, they stay the same age. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You notice how easy it is for them to pick up tables and chairs. And do it really fast.
And our average age out there is probably 70 something. So. Yeah. Unfortunately, but no, it's great to have any help we can get. If you're listening out there and you're bored,
come on down.
Come on down. Come on, eat some ham and eggs and help clean up tonight.
Yeah, that's always the hard part.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been here, you're here for 13, 14 hours, and the last thing you want to do is clean up. But I guess somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. And you got you brought in the pancake griddle?
Yep, got it going. They're actually going to use it this weekend for the schools project fundraiser. So, Yep.
Good. Well, I'm going to go back to this, but while we have you here, I happened to see Tim Wright here a while back, and he's talking about you're getting close to getting into your original location for Culligan.
There's drywall sitting there, so that's a step, right?
Yeah.
I learned one thing. They make 16-foot sheets of drywall. Yeah, I can't lift them, but somebody's going
16?
to. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's for the height of
the wall. Yeah. So it's coming along. It's I mean the community's been awesome for us, and
good.
It's coming along.
Makes a little more work out of what you do, being at a temporary location. I'm sure
you definitely appreciate what you did have.
What you had.
And when we're done, it'll be it'll be nice.
It will be nice.
We just might have to have a little celebration to grand reopening or something. Huh?
All right. Well, we could do a pancake.
I don't know if we'll do that. I don't know how those will go with what I was thinking, but we'll see.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, you have help here. You could, again, if you're listening, folks, and you want to help the guys out here, especially this evening when it's over with, to help them make quick work of getting things cleaned up. I know that you guys would appreciate that. The weather is a little bit tough out there. It really isn't that you can't get around. I mean, you can get around okay. You just have to be kind of careful.
Yeah. Another thing I want to thank the grocery cart. They're always so generous to us. Huge shout out to Evans Feed. They've helped us out a lot. Runza helps us out. Just a great community effort. It takes a lot.
Yeah. Well, thank you for spearheading this, Del. I know it's a lot of work, and you could be doing other things, but I also know you well enough to know how important this organization is to you, the Legion and the VFW. So I think people understand that it takes a leader to make something like this happen, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more thing, we will be having a Quilts of Valor presentation around 6 o'clock tonight. And Emery Haynes is a member of our post, but he's also Custer County Veterans Service Officer. He will be presenting a 125-year history of the VFW. This is our anniversary, so yeah.
That'll be real nice.
Some of us haven't been around that long, but maybe others have. Yeah.
Well, I know that people want to come and have good food, but I think they also want to come because this organization has been around a long, long time. A lot of people going to remember, especially after World War II, the VFW, American Legion, really fired up, and to keep it going is a tribute to the vets that and their spouses and everybody that chips in here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't forget the spouses because honestly, as we all know, without them, we're not getting too much done.
Yeah. Well, that looks like that butter's not melting much. I better let you go.
No, I know. We need some hot air here.
We should have melted that. Well, I'm glad that you survived the mixer in the egg situation.
It was touch and go, especially with the. But yeah, we made it.
Thanks, Del. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
You too. You too. Well, you're invited between 11 and 1 today. They'll be serving, and then again from 4 until 7, they'll be serving. And Del mentioned there'll be information, a presentation that's going to happen about 6 or 6:30.
6 o'clock, yeah.
All right, that you'll want to take in. So if you're coming this evening, kind of time that out. And remember that all the money raised here goes to the scholarship program, and they usually give away about $3,000 a year in scholarships, and they're hoping that they're going to be able to put some more together to continue that. So it's a good day to have some nice hot cakes and eggs, and I don't know, is there a dessert goes along with this?
Nope.
Not with this.
Extra pancake with more syrup on it if you're looking for something sweet.
Okay, that works. Thanks again. Thank you, Jeremy, for coming along. And this, by the way, is being filmed for Facebook, and we'll get that posted up for you as well. So thank you very much. We'll send it back to studio.
All right, Dave and Del and Jeremy, thank you all very much, and we encourage you to support the organization and their fundraiser today. They'll be serving during the noon hour and also later in the evening as well. Before we close out the breakfast show today, let's just give you one final rundown of the postponements, cancellations, and weather-related announcements as they are posted on sandhillsexpress.com. Afternoon Delight Bowling in Broken Bow is canceled for today, and we'll run down the school information one last time for you. And Selma Myrna Public Schools now closed today. Ansley Public Schools still showing 10 o'clock start. Buses run accordingly. Arcadia Schools 10 o'clock start. Buses run accordingly. Arnold Public Schools are closed. Broken Bow Schools starting at 10 o'clock this morning. A non-school information note, Broken Bow Livestock wants you to know that their special calf and feeder auction for this week has been postponed and rescheduled for February 27th. Callaway Public Schools are closed today. We've also received a new information note saying that Community Connection in Broken Bow will be closed today because of the weather. Custer Christian School in Broken Bow, 10 o'clock start today. Litchfield Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Loop City Schools, 10 o'clock start. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor, closed today, no preschool, no activities. Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning, closed today. Sargent Schools are closed. SEM Schools still showing 10 o'clock start, and Thetford Public Schools are closed today. That's the latest in the weather-related announcements. You can always stay up to date by going to sandhillsexpress.com, clicking on the weather tab, and going to closings. That's going to wrap it up for the breakfast show today. Thanks for listening, everybody. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your day.